For millions of years, life on Earth flourished in balance. Forests rose like living cathedrals. Oceans teemed with hunters and giants. Dinosaurs ruled every corner of the planet, from the towering titans of the land to the winged shadows that patrolled ancient skies. Nothing challenged them. Nothing threatened their dominion. Their world felt eternal, unstoppable. But fate does not respect empires, even empires of giants. And 66 million years ago, destiny arrived from the darkness of space. It began like a second sun appearing over the horizon, a glowing point, barely visible at first, drifting silently across the sky. Animals looked up, confused. The air hummed, as if the planet sensed what was coming. That distant spark grew brighter, brighter, until shadows stretched across the land and the heavens glowed white. No creature understood what it meant, but instinct screamed danger. Predators paused mid-hunt, herds shifted uneasily, wings beat the air in frantic bursts. The world held its breath. Then the sky tore open. A 6-mile-wide asteroid, a mountain of rock traveling faster than a rifle bullet, slammed into the Yucatán Peninsula with a force greater than every nuclear weapon humans will ever create. In that instant, the age of dinosaurs ended, not slowly, not gradually, but in a single moment of unimaginable power. The impact flash vaporized everything within hundreds of kilometers. Forests didn't burn, they vanished. Oceans didn't splash, they exploded upward in walls of steam. The air itself ignited, even stone melted. What followed was not a shockwave, but a planetary scream. A blast so powerful it circled the Earth within hours, flattening forests, shattering cliffs, and throwing debris into the atmosphere with the fury of a world in collapse. Where the asteroid struck, a crater over 150 kilometers wide opened like a wound in the crust of the Earth. Molten rock shot skyward, turning night into a hellish sunrise. As firestorms raced across continents, countless creatures died without ever understanding why. Titans who had ruled for millions of years fell in seconds. But the impact was only the beginning. Debris, blasted into orbit, rained back down upon the planet, heating the atmosphere until it glowed red-hot. For hours, maybe days, the sky burned, plants withered, water boiled, life ran, crawled, flew. But nowhere was safe. The Earth was transforming into a furnace. Then, silence. The fires faded, the shockwaves ceased, but a darker terror emerged, a shadow that would smother the world. Dust and sulfur clouds choked the atmosphere, blocking out the sun. Darkness spread from horizon to horizon, swallowing daytime in an eternal dusk. Photosynthesis stopped. Temperatures plunged. The world entered something like a nuclear winter long before humans would ever imagine such a thing. One by one, ecosystems collapsed. Herbivores starved first. Their predators followed soon after. The great roars of Cretaceous giants faded into memory. Even the oceans turned hostile, acidic, cold, nearly lifeless. Mosasaurs, plesiosaurs, ammonites, rulers of the water for millions of years, vanished. It was the end of an era, the end of a world, and yet not the end of life. In the darkness, in burrows beneath the ash, in the shelter of fallen logs and cracks in stone, small survivors endured. Tiny mammals, no bigger than modern rats, insects and burrowing creatures, animals that could eat anything and live anywhere. While the giants perished, the meek inherited the earth. As months passed, the skies slowly cleared. Sunlight returned, pale at first, then warm again. Plants sprouted from the ashes. Forests began to creep back across shattered continents. Rivers carved new paths through impact-torn rock. A new world was forming, one without the rulers who once towered over it. And in this new world, mammals emerged from the shadows. Creatures with fur, with warm blood, with flexible bodies and curious minds. The asteroid had done more than end an age. It had made space for another. The age of dinosaurs closed, but the door it opened would one day allow the first primates to climb trees, the first early humans to walk upright, and eventually, a species capable of looking back across time and asking, what happened? Why did the world end? And how did life begin again? This was not simply a disaster. It was the greatest turning point in Earth's history. Every mountain of ash, every burned forest, every extinct titan made way for the rise of intelligence, imagination, and civilization. Without this destruction, humanity might never have existed at all. The asteroid did not just end a world. It cleared the ground for ours. Today, we walk in the shadow of that ancient impact, our very existence a consequence of extinction. And when we look at the sky, we are reminded of a truth older than humanity, that life is fragile, that empires fall, and that creation often emerges from ruin. But the story of the asteroid is not only about death, it is about transformation. It is about how endings shape beginnings, and how, in the ashes of one world, another can be born. If this journey into the day the world ended has shaken your imagination, stay with me. Like this video, comment your thoughts on the extinction event, and subscribe to Rise and Ruin History, where every episode uncovers the forgotten turning points that shaped us. Because next, we dive into the survivors, the creatures who inherited a broken Earth and built the path to the first primates. The story continues, and the past is still alive.